morning, sports investors. You're listening to the Sports Advisors, the nation's #1 sports investment firm. I'm your host, three-time Las Vegas Sporting News handicapping champion. I'm Jerry Hendel. I'm joined in the studio by Bobby Edwards. Bobby is our underdog king and Big East specialist. Bobby's on fire with his underdogs. Another outright winner last week. Florida +7 over Mississippi. $2.34 on every dollar you bet. So it was +234 as an underdog. Florida an easy winner over Mississippi State. And Bobby's on fire on his underdogs. I think 11 out of his last 12 underdogs have won outright, okay, and taken down the money line. But we're going to hear from Bobby in a little bit how to get a big underdog winner for today. But before we get to the show, I want all listeners to pick up the phone and call us. It's week number 5, folks. We're in October now, okay? It's Saturday, October 6th. It's time to start making some money. Time to pick up the phone and give us a call. Time to start listening to the experts and start making some money at this. I have 3 free winners for all callers. All callers are going to get absolutely free today. The winner of Pittsburgh, Syracuse, LSU, Florida, and Alabama, Arkansas. For tomorrow, you're going to get the winner of the Jaguars, Chiefs, the Dolphins, Bengals, and the Rams, Seahawks. That's 6-0 free just for calling. 888-484-G-MAN. 888-484-4626. 1-888-484-G-MAN is the number. Give us a call right now. 6 free winners right now. 1-888-484-4626. Call us right now for 6 easy winners right now. Also, we got a couple of great specials. We still got the $3.99 special over a month of service for $399. That comes out to about $13.30 a day. So get on board right now. A month of service for $399. And don't forget the bankroll games. If you want to make 8 times your money this weekend, and you want games like Purdue last week, 42-28 winner over Nebraska, Arizona State -21, a 52-24 blowout, or the Bears Sunday, a 48-10 blowout. If you want games like that and you want to make 8 times your money this weekend, use code 777 when you call. You'll speak to me, Bobby, or Tony. We'll get you on the $80,000 bankroll games. I will turn $10,000 into $80,000 for you this weekend. I will turn $5,000 into $40,000. $2,500 will turn into $20,000, or as little as $1,000 will turn into $8,000. If you want the bankroll games, use code 777 when you call in. Code 777 for the bankroll games, and we'll get you on the $80,000 bankroll games. If you don't know what the bankroll games are, I'll explain to them a little bit later on in the show. Stay tuned. Also, you can listen to this show in its entirety. Go to the website right now. The radio show is posted right now on the website. Go to www.jerrywins.com. www.jerrywins.com. You can listen to the show in its entirety right now. www.jerrywins.com. Bobby, another great call last weekend. Florida +7 over Mississippi State. You're absolutely on fire. Your underdogs are on fire. I'm just going to recap your dogs here because I don't know if people realize, but these are your underdogs. I don't even know if you realize some of these dogs that you had. Opening weekend, you had 2 underdogs. Maryland +13.5 over Texas. They were +350. 3.5 to 1 odds, a 34-29 winner outright by 5, and you had BYU +10.5 over Arizona, an outright 5-point winner also, +331. So between the 2 of those games, you got 7 to 1 odds on those 2 games. Then September 8th, Colorado +6 over Nebraska. You're the one that told me that Nebraska wasn't as good as everybody thought this year. They went outright, $1.35 underdog. September 15th, Syracuse over Florida State, crushed them 30-7. Then Vanderbilt covered against Notre Dame. It's the only underdog that you covered but didn't win outright. And then on Sunday, you had the Colts over the Redskins. You had Texas Tech over Oklahoma State. They won 41-17, a 5-1 underdog almost. You had the Titans over the Jaguars, a 390 underdog on September 23rd. And then this past week at Florida +7 over Mississippi State, a 234 winner. What people don't realize what that means is if you win the game without the point spread, you get odds on your money. And that's some nice underdogs in there in the last 3 weeks, Bobby. 4 weeks, 5 weeks.
Without a doubt, Jerry. I mean, this is October 6th now, folks. So if you've been listening to the show and, you're driving in your car, you're taking your kids to a soccer game or a hockey game, whatever you do on Saturday mornings, you should be picking up the phone. I mean, people that are listening to, sports radio love sports. And it's probably a good chance, Jerry, that they're betting on the games also.
Oh,
so
yeah.
You and I know that this is the time of the year. September is the month where everybody tries it on their own. Now with legalized, betting all over the country. I'm sure there's a lot of people that are just trying it on their own, getting their feet wet, but they're realizing that they can't pick games like you and I. I mean, those 9 or 10 games that you just mentioned, I'm sure people didn't think there was a chance in hell, excuse my French, that some of these teams would win outright. I mean, Maryland beating Texas, that would never happen, 10 years ago when Texas was a household name when it came to being, in college football.
Yep.
Yeah,
Definitely.
but they're not anymore. Same thing with Nebraska, all right? Not a team anymore like they used to be. They got Scott Frost as their coach. He used to coach the University of Central Florida. He did a great job there, okay? And then, he got some big money and went to Nebraska. He used to be the quarterback at Nebraska. You remember years ago?
Yeah.
Frost?
Yeah.
He was their starting quarterback in the 90s. So now he's their head coach. And, maybe he should have stayed in Central Florida, who's now 16-0.
Yeah.
So, anyway, I say that because somebody close to me, very close to me, happens to go to school there. But anyway, the point is there's a lot of people that want to play. They want to call. They're just maybe not sure what we do. So, we're going to, in the next, 50 minutes, we're going to be explaining that, we're professional handicappers. We get paid to pick the games for you. Okay. We don't take your action. We're not the bookies. We're not the casinos. All right. We're like stockbrokers. But instead of telling you to bet on, Amazon or, bet Google, we're telling you to bet Indianapolis Colts, or, bet Chicago Bears to beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers by like 40-something.
Bankroll game.
I mean, crazy games like that. So, again, if you're interested in betting on sports, I've been hot picking the games outright with no spread. So, again, if you just, if you would have bet, Colorado at Nebraska, they were, $1.35. So, for every dollar you bet, you would have won $1.35 because they won outright regardless of the spread.
Right.
Very tough to do. That's why the spread, people think, if you got a point spread, it's really difficult. And, I just got to pick the winner of the game with some of these, cards that you get,
right,
sometimes.
The suicide pools.
Yeah, suicide pool, right. So how many people got blown out last week when they had New England beating Detroit and Detroit crushed them?
Or how about Buffalo beating the Vikings?
At Minnesota.
Yeah.
Right. So
17-point underdog.
Right. So if it was that easy, folks, Jerry and I, we wouldn't be on the phone anymore. So it's not easy. It takes a lot of time. Jerry and I have been doing this for almost 100 years combined.
40-something years.
Yeah, a lot of years. I mean, I've been in it, 30 years? You've been in it more than 35
40
years.
plus.
So that's 65. Right, so a lot of years of picking games, a lot of point spreads out there. The point is, it's very difficult to do this on your own.
Yep.
That's why we do a show. This is an infomercial on sports betting. We can explain how it works. And again, a lot of great games today, a lot of great matchups, a lot of big point spreads. It's Saturday. Alabama's laying whatever they're laying, 30-something.
Oh, nice underdog last week, by the way. I know it wasn't a big play. Right. It was only a free pick, but how about UL Lafayette plus 50? They hung in there, 52-14
right.
final.
They hung in there. Exactly. So, again, everybody thought Alabama. And Alabama was pretty much covering at halftime. It was like 49-0.
Yeah.
All right. And then the second half, what happened? Well, UL got a couple of cheap touchdowns. Alabama threw in the water boy and the cheerleaders.
And the guy that catches Thank God they threw the cheerleaders in at the end.
Yeah, the guy that catches the girl, the male cheerleader, they threw him in there, and that wrecked the spread. But we had UL Lafayette plus 49-50. Wasn't a big game. But, again, these are games that if you're interested in, whether you like your local team or you went to that college, this is, again, an infomercial on sports betting. Let me get that number out, Jerry. 888-484-4626. So the process goes like this. You call us up. One of our girls will take your phone number. We call you back, and we explain, how this works, and we try to get you, to get in on a program that's best suited for you. Not everybody has thousands of dollars, but Let's face it, Jerry, it's October.
There's a program
so everybody
for
who's anybody. Right. This is the time of the year where, everybody's, who's doing anything big time, all right, is going to be calling because they've had enough of losing on their own. And again, folks, this is the time of the year, October, November, December. So you had your chance. You tried it on your own. and it didn't work. 888-484-4626 is the number. I'm going to have another college game today, an underdog that's going to pay back about plus 300. Okay, so for every 100, you win back 3. All right, and I'm going to have one of those for the first 100 callers. You're going to get my underdog that's going to win outright.
All right, there you go. So call us right now. Don't wait. 888-484-G-MAN. 1-888-484-4626. Bobby has an underdog that's going to pay 3-1 odds today that he likes to win outright. So if you're one of the first 100 callers right now to call, you'll get that underdog as a bonus. But call us now. 888-484-4626 is the number. 888-484-G-MAN. And folks, for those of you listening to us for the first time, I know most of you have been listening to us forever. This is an hour-long show on how to make money betting on sports. Similarly to how your stockbroker tells you what stocks to buy and sell based on his expertise, we tell you which games to bet on. And basically, our preparation reduces your risk. By doing all the research ourselves and calling the right people, we eliminate a lot of the risk involved in the gambling. It's still gambling, but we eliminate a lot of the risk to where you're going to win 72% of your games if you're on the regular picks, or 80+% on the bankroll games. Even the free picks, Bobby, are 8-4 this year. 8 winners, 4 losers. So I guess that's roughly about 60-something%. Yeah, 2 out of 3 again last week.
Yeah, Louisville plus 6.5. Great game against Florida State, who's not very good this year. Penn State, Ohio State, great game.
Penn State really
should have beat them outright.
Yep.
Yeah, they lost by 1. And then Stanford didn't quite, make it a close game. But good pick, because Stanford and Notre Dame in the last, I think, 5 games, it's been 6 or less that have decided the outcome of the game. So
I thought it would be close. No, I thought it would be close.
Yeah. All right, so listen, it's a free game, all right? So, again, you get what you pay for. But 2 out of 3, I would be happy to pay for 66% year-round.
Yeah.
So, again, folks, free games are 8-4 on the year. If you haven't signed up yet, but you're thinking about it, today's the day to do it. Don't call up and just kind of say, oh, Bobby, let me check you out. Just give me the free games, and I promise you I'll call after you go 2 out of 3. I got a stack a mile high of people that went 2 out of 3, and they didn't come on board. Hey. All right, so we're winning. We wouldn't be on every weekend 10 years in a row for 8 months. We do over 35 shows from now until the end of March. So we got to be doing something
even into April sometimes.
Right. We do it way more right than we do it way more wrong. And I'm not sure that's good English, but I like the way it sounds.
There you go. All right.
888-484-4626. Let me throw that number out there.
Go ahead. All right. So we're looking at some free games today, Bobby. I mean, like I said, even people that are calling for the free stuff, I think we were 3-0 opening week, then 2 out of 3, and then we had that 1 week that we went 1-2 on the free picks, and then we went 2-1, 2-1. So, I mean, even the free picks are hitting 2 out of every 3. So even if you just call us for the free ones, you're making money. But, we're here to put a program together that works for everybody. Not everybody has thousands of dollars to play. If you're a small player, call us. If you bet $100 a game, $50 a game, call us. If you bet $10 or $20 a game, don't call us. But if you bet anything from $50 and up a game, we can make you money. We got a program for you. Our program, the smallest program we have, is $399 for a month. That's like $13. You can't even buy a sandwich and a soda for $13 anymore, Bobby. And here we are making money
without
for
a doubt.
So
that's a great deal for folks out there that want to get their feet wet, and we respect that. Listen, some of our best players started out at betting $100 a game. So not everybody has $10,000, but for those of you who have money, all right, and you just you have expendable cash, all right, sports betting should be definitely part of your portfolio. I say that every week, and sooner than later, you're going to start to realize that betting on sports is fun and profitable. 888-484-4626.
Okay, and also I'm going to explain the $80,000 bankroll games real quick. Folks, if you're listening to us for the first time, the $80,000 bankroll games, they're not for everybody. They really aren't. Originally, they were put out there for a guy that only had $10,000 or up to play with. And what you would do is you would start with $10,000 in your bankroll, and you would bet $10,000 on the first game. And then when you double that, you would turn it into $20,000. $20,000 on the second game would turn into $40,000. And 40 on the third game would turn into 80,000. 10 to 20, 20 to 40, 40 to 80. So 10,000 becomes 80,000 on 3 games. If you were playing last weekend, you would have 10,000 on Purdue -3 over Nebraska, a 42 to 28 winner. Then Arizona minus 21 over Oregon State was Saturday night's big play. You would have had 10 to 20, 20 to 40,000 on Arizona. They won 52-24. It was a blowout. And then on Sunday, you didn't have to worry about it. The biggest bet of the weekend, $40,000 to 80 on the Bears, minus 3 over the Bucks. Nobody liked that game, Bobby. I had to shove that game down people's throats to bet the Bears. And what happened? That was the biggest blowout since the season started, I believe. I believe that was the biggest blowout of the season, let alone the day.
Great game.
So,
right. But let's look at that game real quick. Real quick, Jerry. If you look at that game, Tampa Bay going into Chicago, playing, the NFC North, all right, their record in the last 5 years is like 32% that they cover the spread. So unless you've been tracking these games like we do, okay, certain teams, all right, on the road playing a certain division, they don't play well at all. 32% winning percentage against the spread, you got to take Chicago.
Yeah, exactly. And it was a bankroll game to boot, so there was a lot of good stats to support that game on top of it being a bankroll game. And then our other picks, Bobby, I mean, East Carolina, we didn't get there. Georgia Southern winner, UL Lafayette winner, UAB winner. Stanford didn't get there, and Boise was a winner. We were 4-2 Saturday, and then Sunday 5-2. The Saints winner, Jaguars winner, Patriots winner, the Texans in overtime winner, the Packers a winner. The Cowboys, we should have won that game. Up big in that game, they blew it, and the Steelers didn't show up. They sent the cheerleaders to play. So 5-2 Sunday. So if you just bet the regular picks, you're 9-4 on the weekend. You're making money there too. I mean, we're making money on all our packages. Everybody's winning, even the small players. As I said, everybody is not cut out for the bankroll games. We have the $3.99 special, which is about $13 a day. You could make yourself, if you're a $100 better, that's a perfect program for you. These are the games that are consistently winning. This is all we do. Your stockbroker gets paid though whether he makes you money or not, Bobby. I don't know about you, but my stockbroker loves me because he's always selling me a new stock every week, and every time he puts me in another stock, I got to pay his commission. So they get paid whether you make money or lose money in the stock market. They get paid, whereas we get paid based on performance. I mean, you're not going to keep paying us time after time after time after time if we lose for you. You're not going to hear us on the radio week after week after week if we're losing for you. This is what we do for a living. I mean, this is all we do for a living. And if you follow us, you can't help but make money. I always say the people that don't make money in this are the people that don't listen. If you listen to us, you can't help but make money, and that's the bottom line. I have a guy that's called us from Buffalo, and every time I give him a game, he never bets them the way he was supposed to. He's like 5-1 with me so far, but he never bets the games the way I tell him. And he's not making money the way he's supposed to be making money, and I tell him all the time. If you follow us, Bobby, if you follow us, you'll make money. It's like going to a doctor, and the doctor says you need to take penicillin, and you say, you know what, doc, I know, but I'd rather take Viagra. Let me take Viagra for that cold. You're not going to get better too quick if you're not going to listen.
Right. And we tell people, listen, this isn't a dictatorship, okay? But if you're going to pay us, just, let us do work on magic, okay? You're not going to like all the picks, that we give you. Some of them you're going to kind of shy away from. Oh, I don't know, Bobby, that one I just didn't like. Listen, you're paying us to pick these games, all right? We have, a lot of years of experience. All the easy ones don't win, all right? We see that every single week. The easy ones don't win, okay? So, just let us pick the games for you. If you're not happy after 30 days or, 14 days or 6 months, okay, well, listen, you're going to be happy because we are going to make sure that you get your money's worth. It's not get rich quick, folks. Again, remember, don't quit your day job. We don't have a crystal ball, all right, but we are professional handicappers. We win more than we lose, and we're very good at managing your money. So if that stuff sounds good to you, 888-484-4626 is the number. Give it a try. It's October 6th. From now until the end of the Super Bowl is where we're gonna make more money now, in the next 3-4 months than we will the whole year. So pick up the phone and let us prove it to you.
Okay, we're gonna take a break, but before we do, I want all listeners to pick up the phone and give us a call. The number is 888-484-G-MAN. 888-484-4626 is the number. Give us a call for 6 free winners. We also got the bankroll games, code 777, and we also have the $3.99 special. But call us, 1-888-484-G-Man is the number. First 100 callers get Bobby's big underdog winner. Give us a call. You're listening to the Sports Advisors. We'll be right back.
Folks, you have got to stop. Stop listening to your brother-in-law, your bartender, whomever is giving you game information. You know it's not working. You've got to pick up the phone and call Jerry Hendel. He is America's only 3-time winner of the Las Vegas Sporting News Handicapping Championship. He has over 100 years' experience in his office of producing winning information. Thousands of dollars in software that catalogs and stores information on games. And solid nationwide sources with weekly updated game information. So call him now and get a free selection on tonight's game, simply to prove to you how powerful their game information is. That's right, it's free. 888-484-4626. The number again, 888-484-4626. So get serious and get this free pick from Jerry Hendel, America's only 3-time winner of the Las Vegas Sporting News Handicapping Challenge. Absolutely free, no cost or obligation. 888-484-4626. 888-484-4626.
Hello, this is Bobby Edwards getting back to you from the Sports Advisors. We have been on fire since week 1, and I want everybody to pick up the phone and call us. I have a big underdog that's going to happen tonight. It's going to be one of my best underdogs of the year. You're going to pick up the phone and call us at 888-484-4626. That's 888-484-4626. My underdogs right now are hitting 65%. If you're out there and you're losing on your own, all you need to do again is pick up the phone. I'll have a big underdog tonight. And I can tell you right now, this is an underdog that's going to win outright. Pick up the phone and call us, 888-484-4626. But make sure you do yourselves a favor. If you're gambling on your own and you're not making any money, pick up the phone, 888-484-4626. I have a huge underdog that I'm looking at tonight that's going to win outright, 888-484-4626.
Many have tried, but only one has ever accomplished it. And that was winning the Las Vegas Sporting News Handicapping Challenge 3 times. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. Here's Jerry Hendel of the Sports Advisors. Call him for a free selection on today's action. Call him for a free selection right now to prove how strong his information is. Call him at 1-800-484-4626. 1-800-484-4626. Jerry Hendel. Jerry, the only one.
I'm Jerry Hendel of the Sports Advisors. I want all your listeners to check out our new and improved website. Go to jerrywins.com. That's JERRYWINS.com. jerrywins.com. Each and every day we put up a free pick. Also, you got picks from the top handicappers in the country. Jerry Hendel, Bobby Edwards, Sal Josephs. Go to jerrywins.com. Get a free pick every day. jerrywins.com. And we're back. You're listening to the Sports Advisors, the nation's #1 sports investment firm. In case you just joined us, I'm your host, 3-time Las Vegas Sporting News Handicapping Champion. I'm Jerry Hendel. I'm joined in the studio by Bobby Edwards. Bobby's our underdog king and Big East specialist. Bobby specializes in the Big East, and especially the older Big East. Even though they're part of the ACC now, he still specializes in the Syracuses and the Pittsburghs of the world, even though they joined the ACC. He is absolutely on fire, and he has a big underdog winner for today. The first 100 callers are going to get a big underdog winner. 888-484-G-Man. 888-484-4626 is the number. Give us a call right now for Bobby's big underdog winner. The first 100 callers are going to get that. As well as anybody that calls is going to get 6 free winners for today. All callers are going to get absolutely free. The winner is Syracuse, Pittsburgh, LSU, Florida, and Alabama, Arkansas. If you're calling us on Sunday, you're going to get the winner of the Jaguars, Chiefs, the Dolphins, Bengals, and the Rams, Seahawks. That's 6-0, absolutely free. Even the call is free. 888-484-G-Man. 888-484-4626. 1-888-484-G-Man is the number. Give us a call right now. 6 free winners for today and tomorrow. We're in week number 5, folks. It's Saturday, October 6th. It's time to start making some money. Stop waiting. Stop procrastinating. Pick up the phone and call us so we can start making you money today. The only regret people have when they call us and sign up with our service is that they didn't do it sooner. So get on board right now and let's start making you some money today. As I said, all callers are going to get 6 free winners for today. Also, you can go to the website where this radio show is posted in its entirety. Go to www.jerrywins.com. That's www.jerrywins.com. And while you're there, you can listen to this radio show in its entirety. And, there's games and everything up there and information on the company. But the main thing we want you to do is call us for the 6 free winners today. That's the main thing. Call us and let us start making you some money today. This is an hour-long infomercial, so to speak, on how to make money betting on sports. Similar to how your stockbroker tells you what stocks to buy, we tell you what games to bet on based on our expertise, and we're pretty darn good at it. But give us a call and let us prove it. 888-484-4626, 888-484-G-Man. We also got the $80,000 bankroll game. So if you want to make 8 times your money this weekend, then call us and use code 777, and you'll speak to me, Bobby, or Tony. We'll get you on the $80,000 bankroll games. Again, code 777 for the bankroll games. And if you're just a small player that just wants to have some fun at it and make a couple of dollars and hit 70% of the games you bet, just ask for the $3.99 special. You get a month of service for $3.99, and we'll get you rolling and start making you some money. Any amount of money that you play, we have a program for you. We will put a program together that works for you, Bobby. As I said, you tell us what you could play, and we will make a program that works for you. That's the bottom line.
Yeah, definitely, Jerry. I mean, listen, there's something for everybody as far as our company is concerned. I mean, whether you bet $100 to $500 a game, whether you bet $1,000 a game, whether you have no idea what we're talking about, what you'll do is you'll call us up, all right, and then we'll get you with a program that matches your hopes and dreams. I mean, listen, everybody wants to be a millionaire, but you're not going to get there betting $50 a game, all right. But if you want to make $80,000, and $10,000 is a number that you could put together. And listen, there's a lot of people out there that have expendable cash, and they want to roll the dice and give it a go. I mean, who wouldn't want to try to make $80,000, after 3 straight winners? All right. So, we've explained how the $80,000 bankroll games work. You're basically rolling your money 3 straight times. Yep. All right. So you're compounding your money. So everything you win, you're betting on game number 2 to game number 3. We got to go 3-0. I mean, that's the key. If you lose one of the games, you lose your money. We're not hiding behind that. Okay, but your chances of winning, again, are far greater if you bet our $80,000 bankroll games, because they are better than our average picks. Right. All right. If you pay me $3.99, you're getting my daily picks, which you're hitting about 67%. Okay. If you want an $80,000 bankroll game, you're getting what I like, Jerry, Tony, Joe, and about 7 other professional handicappers that are all agreeing, okay, on the Purdue's, okay, and Ohio State's. I'm just, going off some of the games we've had in the last couple of weeks. All right. I mean, last week, the Chicago Bears. You're not going to like every game, but if we're telling you to risk $40,000 on the Bears last Sunday, you got to think we know what we're talking about. And we talked about it in the last segment. All right. Knowing that Tampa Bay on the road playing the NFC North, they're not very good. All right. I think 32% was the number that that we calculated that they just, and you knew Fitzpatrick, wasn't going to keep the pace that he was going. Right. Okay, so they had Jameis Winston on the side. They brought him in, and he didn't do any better. But he's starting tomorrow. So the love affair with Fitzmagic is over. Doesn't take long in the NFL, right, Jerry, to get benched.
Oh, my God, no. You're 0 to hero in about 1 week.
No, unbelievable. This guy was on TV. He was dressing like Conor McGregor.
He was going to Disneyland.
Yeah, this guy was amazing. He had his first, 3 games were unbelievable. Well, really his first 2 games. Yeah. The third game he started to land, and then he crashed and burned the first half of last week against the Bears. But, that's the NFL. You're in it, you're a star 1 week, and then, then you're riding the pine, as they say, the next week. But listen, look at these college games, Jerry. They've been phenomenal. Some of the picks that we've had in the last, 3 or 4 weeks. I mean, college, it seems like it's been going since, college started late August. So, But again, you got the same teams rising to the top. Really, no surprises.
Yeah.
Alabama looks like they could beat everybody.
So
Ohio
you're not surprised
State,
by how bad Nebraska's looked at Florida State and some of these teams that have crashed?
A team like Nebraska, Florida State, even Florida, they're finally waking up. Those are some big surprises. Just like if you look at the NFL, some of the teams you got to shake your head and you wonder what the heck is going on. Minnesota doesn't really look that good. Atlanta doesn't look like that good. The Patriots didn't look good until they beat up on the Dolphins. So there's always surprises, but some of these college, and when we talk about the Texases and Nebraskas, we're talking about institutions that have been good for the last 50, 60 years.
Yeah.
All of a sudden they're terrible. Even Florida State, they're never this bad. So that's going to happen. But again, do the odds makers adjust? Again, Purdue, let me just tell you something. Last week we had Purdue -3 at Nebraska. 5 years ago, Nebraska probably would have been laying 2 touchdowns.
At least.
So it's at least. So it just goes to show you how quickly, a different
the
coach,
lines catch up too.
Scenario. Yeah, and again, the lines catch up. And the odds makers, they're not stupid. They look at these games. They know what these teams are doing, and they're going to adjust those point spreads. We could talk about some games last week where we thought the spreads were a little off. Look at Green Bay last week, Jerry. Did you think Green Bay would have been laying 9 after Buffalo just went to Minnesota and beat the heck out of them?
Speaking of that, Bobby, I wanted to get into that a little bit here. Look at the games at the public bet last weekend. I'm looking at the games, and you say you don't need us. The public bet the Dolphins. That was about 60-40. They bet the Dolphins. I don't know why, but I guess they figured.
My head on that
I
one.
I guess the public thought New England was done. All right, they bet the.
Right, that was it. Right.
They bet the hell out of the Colts. I understand that one. They bet the Colts. Andrew Luck.
Yeah, that's a toss up that one.
The public lost that one. That's 0-2. The public lost Atlanta. The public lost Buffalo. They bet. Go figure. They bet. I guess because Buffalo beat Minnesota, they all bet Buffalo. They lost that game.
They looked at the spread. Green Bay was almost a 2-digit favorite.
Yeah,
Green Bay's not playing that great.
No. Okay, so there you go. So the public bet that game, and the public bet the Lions. They won that game because the Cowboys didn't cover.
Yeah,
they won a little bit. They won a little bit on Jacksonville. They got crushed on Tampa Bay. The public bet Tampa Bay heavy. They got crushed on the Eagles. That was a 90% game. The Eagles 90-10. They bet the Eagles, so they lost that one outright. The public lost with the Chargers. The public lost with the Giants. And the public won with the Ravens a little bit. They bet the Ravens, believe it or not, in the night game. So the public lost about 8 out of 10 games or 7 out of 10 games last weekend. The public lost big in the NFL.
Which is not surprising, Jerry, because we know that the public is going to bet the same team. They're going to bet those big favorites. When we saw Minnesota a couple of weeks ago, what were they laying? 16 points at home to Buffalo?
Almost 17.
Right. Now, it might have looked good on paper, but you don't lay double digits, and expect to win a lot of games in the NFL.
No.
We know certain teams in college are going to cover, more times than not. Alabama's always going to lay a lot of points. They're always going to be double-digit favorites, and Alabama's pretty good at covering the spread. They're not 100%. There's probably 65% of the time they cover the spread. They didn't cover it last week against UL Lafayette, all right, but the week before, they covered. So now today, are they going to cover today? I don't know. Today's a little tougher matchup, but you never know. But again, college teams, you just know they're going to win.
To find
Are
out.
they going to cover?
Yeah.
Right, exactly. Let me get the number out there. 888-484-4626. A lot of great games to discuss, today and tomorrow. Great weekend. It's October 6th, folks. So pick up the phone. Let's start making money. We can't make you call, but if you've been listening to the show, which most people have when they finally do, they're glad they did it. 888-484-4626.
And, Bobby, one of your games last weekend you had was Syracuse, I know. And I believe they covered. They almost won the game outright against Clemson. And now they're going into play. This is one of our free picks. They're going into play. Syracuse is going to play Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh is playing. Right. What do you think of that game? Is Syracuse for real this year?
Well, here's the thing with Syracuse. If you're going to play in Syracuse, you know it's a tough place to play. You and I have been to the Carrier Dome up there in Syracuse. We know It's a tough place to play. So that, again, not a superior team, but, when they used to be, Big East, I followed them all the time back with the Donovan McNabb days.
Right.
But, they're playing a Pittsburgh team that's really not playing that well.
But how is Syracuse going to play at Pittsburgh this week?
Right, and that's the thing. I mean, and again, with Pittsburgh going to Central Florida last week, they were getting a couple of touchdowns. Didn't quite make it. They got beat up again by a Central Florida team that's now 16 straight winners, but they don't get any love. They're still ranked like 11th.
Yeah.
God forbid they rank them like 8 or 9, but that's okay. That's all right. Listen,
I always say the same thing. If they keep winning, everything will figure out in the end.
Yeah, but that even if Ohio State has one loss, if Georgia has one loss, even if your Notre Dame team goes to the end and has one loss, they're going to be in the championship, the 4 teams, and Central Florida could be another 12-0 year, and they won't make it there. But again, you can't. You got to look at who Central Florida plays.
Yeah,
they
exactly.
play Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
And they play South Florida, and they play not the greatest teams.
If you're going to play the top schedule in the country, you got to be compensated for it when you win, and then you can't be held when you lose a game to a top team like that. If you play a competitive schedule, you can't be penalized for it, and it's not fair to penalize a team that versus like a Central Florida that plays a cupcake schedule. So it's really hard to say.
Like
I say they got to expand the playoffs a little bit more. That's the only way to figure it out. They have to expand the playoffs, but it doesn't matter.
It's not fair.
But whenever you have a system that's done like this, you're never going to have everybody happy. There's always going to be that one team that's not going to be happy.
Yeah, the Boise States and, those teams out west that, you hardly ever see. They don't get a lot of, airplay.
Exactly.
Even if they wind up 11-1, you're not going to see Boise State playing Ohio State. Ohio State would be laying probably 2 touchdowns and beat them by 4 touchdowns.
Probably.
Like today, Central Florida's laying 24 at home tonight. And who are they playing? SMU. I mean,
as Central Florida in the last 16-0 that they are, have they ever been an underdog? That's all you got to look at is that one thing. Have they ever been an underdog in any of those games?
No, I think maybe last year at South Florida they might have been getting like 2 or 3, and they still covered.
Right.
But for the most part, they're laying double digits every week, and what? Good for them. They just happen to be in a mediocre conference. But folks, this is what we're talking about. Jerry and I are dissecting games against the spread. If you're interested in who we like today, who we like tomorrow against the spread, and you want to bet these games and make money, now you can. 888-484-4626. The floodgates are open. People are betting all over the country. It's, Delaware has places, West Virginia, Tennessee, New Jersey.
Biloxi, Mississippi.
Right. So you might have 25 states, by the end of, let's say, basketball season that, has places up and running where you can walk into a casino and bet the games. And even if it's not like that, you can go online and bet your heart's content with over 100 different companies, scattered all over the Caribbean. And we can recommend a few good ones. 888-484-4626.
Yeah, exactly. We got a bunch of places that we could put out there to get going. But anyway, give us a call, folks. I mean, we got some winners for you today. Even if you're going to call us and make some money on the free picks, the free picks are 8-4 this year. I mean, everybody that calls is going to get 3 easy winners today. I'll hit at least 2 out of 3 for you. And then, like I said, if you're a small player and you want to get on board for that $3.99 special, that's a great deal. And I'll tell you what I'm going to do, Bobby. I'm going to make another guarantee this weekend. One of my crazy guarantees. I'm going to guarantee all 3 bankroll games today and tomorrow. So if you come on board for the bankroll games today or tomorrow, and I don't win every game I give you this weekend, there's 3 bankroll games this weekend, I will go 3-0. If I don't go 3-0, I'll work the rest of the season free. You don't pay me another $1 for the rest of the season if I don't hit the 3 bankroll games this weekend. That's how strong I am on the 3 bankroll games this weekend. 3-0, or the rest of the season is free. Now, how does that? And we don't win every bankroll game, folks. I'm telling you that up front. We don't win every bankroll game. Close, but we don't win every one. So give us a call. As a matter of fact, I'm going to have a customer on in the next segment. He lost his first game that I ever gave him, and then came back and won like 5 or 6 in a row, and then lost the game. So he's like 7-2 or 8-2 with me right now, but he's kicking butt and taking names, and so it's not like we never lose these games. I'm telling you up front that they don't always win, but they win almost all the time. Otherwise, I wouldn't make that guarantee. 888-484-GEM. G-Man and use code 777 for the bankroll games. And, Bobby, I understand that you're expanding. We already got to the first 100 callers, and you're going to expand that underdog that you got a little bit?
Without a doubt. I mean, listen, this game, I'm getting more information as the show goes on. I'm getting it, right via, whatchamacallit, what do they call these things? Laptops. And I'm telling you right now, this game is going to be so lopsided. You are going to see a double-digit underdog win outright today. And I think the money's really going to be closer to probably 4-1 than 3-1. So, again, if you're interested in something that's going to win outright, regardless of the spread, and you're going to get paid back almost 4-1 on your money, pick up the phone, 888-484-4626, and I'll dazzle you with this game. You're going to scratch your head and say, "Wow, Bobby, I didn't see that one coming." Okay, that was crazy. That's almost as good as Maryland beating Texas outright. So if you're interested in watching an underdog win outright, regardless of the spread, you bet the game to for the team to win outright. You're going to get back probably close to 4-1 on your money. 888-484-4626. Even if you don't understand what I'm talking about as far as how that goes, pick up the phone and I'll explain it to you, and I'll talk a little slower. All
right, we're going to take a break, folks, but how could I even go out on anything less than that? 888-484-G-Man. Bobby has an underdog that's going to pay close to 4-1 odds or better, and he's giving it to the first 100 callers. 888-484-G-Man plus another 6 winners on top of that. So again, give us a call. Operators are standing by. Don't wait till the end of the show. Call us right now before we come back. 888-484-G-Man. Operators are standing by. You're listening to the Sports Advisors, and we'll be right back.
Folks, you have got to stop. Stop listening to your brother-in-law, your bartender, whomever is giving you game information. You know it's not working. You've got to pick up the phone and call Jerry Hendel. He is America's only 3-time winner of the Las Vegas Sporting News Handicapping Championship. He has over 100 years' experience in his office of producing winning information, thousands of dollars in software that catalogs and stores information on games, and solid nationwide sources with weekly updated game information. So call him now and get a free selection on tonight's game, simply to prove to you how powerful their game information is. That's right, it's free. 888-484-4626. The number again, 888-484-4626. So get serious and get this free pick from Jerry Hendel, America's only 3-time winner of the Las Vegas Sporting News Handicapping Challenge. Absolutely free, no cost or obligation. 888-484-4626. 888-484-4626. You know when you hear that sound, money, 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 it sticks in your head, doesn't it? Well, stick this in your head and don't lose it. 888-484-4626. 888-484-4626. That's going to connect you with the G-Man, Bobby Edwards, Santoni, and all the guys. They're great folks, and they will make you money. Information, sports advisors, they give you information, winning information on games. So if you've never used the service before, let me recommend you start here and finish here. They're all you ever need to guide you through a football season, basketball, baseball, whatever your thing is. They've got some information on. They collect it all over the country and have for many, many years. And listen to the jingle, money, money. It'll go off in your head every time they give you a winning selection without obligation. No bull. They're not going to pressure you to buy anything. Just call and get the free games. 888-484-4626. Sounds like a great way to start making money.
I'm World Handicapping Champion Jerry Hendel, and folks, I have a game that won't lose today. So what I want you to do is this. I have my 2-team parlay of the year going off today. I want you to pick up the phone, give us a call, 1-888-484-G-Man. That's 1-888-484-4626, 1-888-484-G-Man. I will give you my 2-team parlay absolutely free. 1-888-484-G-Man.
Hello, this is Bobby Edwards getting back to you from the Sports Advisors. We have been on fire since week 1, and I want everybody to pick up the phone and call us. I have a big underdog that's going to happen tonight. It's going to be one of my best underdogs of the year. You're going to pick up the phone and call us at 888-484-4626. That's 888-484-4626. My underdogs right now are hitting 65%. If you're out there and you're losing on your own, all you need to do again is pick up the phone. I'll have a big underdog tonight, and I can tell you right now, this is an underdog that's going to win outright. Pick up the phone and call us, 888-484-4626. But make sure you do yourselves a favor. If you're gambling on your own and you're not making any money, pick up the phone, 888-484-4626. I have a huge underdog that I'm looking at tonight that's going to win outright, 888-484-4626.
Sports Advisors in just a moment, but first a big hello to the brand new affiliates that have just joined the Sports Advisor show this year. AM 790, The Ticket in beautiful Miami. Good morning and hello to all those in the capital city of Albany, New York. 980 Fox Sports. A big salute to 1340 The Game in Oklahoma City. And 103.5 The Champ in Biloxi, Gulfport, Mississippi. Welcome all. We're glad you're here. Once again, Jerry and Bobby, the Sports Advisors.
And we're back. You're listening to the Sports Advisors, the nation's #1 sports investment firm. In case you just joined us, I'm your host, 3-time Las Vegas Sporting News handicapping champion. I'm Jerry Handel. I'm joined in the studio by Bobby Edwards. Bobby's our underdog king and Big E specialist. Bobby's absolutely on fire with his underdogs, and we're going to hear from Bobby in a little bit how to get his big underdog winner for today. He's extended it to more than the first 100 callers. So again, Bobby will tell you how to get his big underdog winner in about 5 minutes. But before we get to the show, I want all listeners to pick up the phone and give us a call right now. I have 6 free winners for all callers. Our free picks are 8-4 on the season. So give us a call right now for the winner of Syracuse, Pittsburgh, LSU, Florida, and Alabama, Arkansas. For tomorrow, you're going to get the winner of the Jaguars, Chiefs, the Dolphins, Bengals, and the Rams, Seahawks. 6-0 free just for calling. 888-484-G-MAN. 888-484-4626. 1-888-484-G-MAN for 6 free winners right now. If you want the regular picks and you want to come on for a month of service, we have a basic package for $399 a month where you get a pick every day for $399 a month. That's equivalent to about $13 a day. You can't even get a sandwich and a cup of coffee for that. So for $13 a day, you get a month of service, a month of football for $13.33 a day, or $3.99 for the month. Also, the bankroll games. If you want to make 8 times your money this weekend, you want to turn $10,000 into $80,000, $5,000 into $40,000, or even as little as $1,000 into $8,000. When you call us, use code 777 for the $80,000 bankroll games. Again, code 777 for the bankroll games. You'll speak to me, Bobby, or Tony, and we'll get you on the $80,000 bankroll games. Again, code 777. Operators are standing by. 1-888-484-G-MAN. Speaking of the $80,000 bankroll games, we got Lance on the phone from the Seattle radio station. Lance, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Jerry.
Hey, Lance, so why don't you tell the folks a little bit about your story? You heard us on the radio. I mean, when you called us, was that the first time you heard us? I know you called us up. You didn't actually hear us this year. You called us over the summer, I believe, and left a message on the voice recorder when we were on vacation, I believe.
Yeah, I actually had heard you over the last couple of years on the station, and was just curious about it, and then decided to give you guys a buzz this summer to try to get ready for football season with you. And then you gave me a call back, and we worked up a plan to get started.
Okay, and when you started with us, you had never bet before, right? Am I right in saying that?
No, other than, a couple little here and there on a Vegas trip, and, of course, lost my butt on those when I did.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to go out there and have fun and lose money. That's why the casinos keep getting bigger and bigger out there. But, all right, so what intrigued you to call the show, though? What made you call the show? Is there any one thing that made you call the show, other than that fact that you heard us forever?
Well, just the way that you guys looked at it as a business, and I, being a businessman myself, I kind of thought it was a great idea to, being partners with somebody that looks at it like a business.
Okay, perfect. All right, so you started off with us this year. You come on board with us for the bankroll games, and it was a rough start. I know the first game lost. We don't ever get out here and say that games can't lose, because it's still gambling at the end of the day. But we ended up. I remember we lost the first game to you, but did I call you back after the game lost?
Within about 2 minutes of the game ending, you were on the phone with me.
And, and I told you not to worry about it. We get your money back, and you couldn't put as much as you lost on the first game back over there. I think you put about $500 back in the account. But what do we do since you put the $500 back in the account?
We're about $7,000 now, and we've played a couple games and stayed away from a couple games, but the bankroll continues to go up, which is good. So I'm back in the house money now.
Right. So you lost a couple of grand on the first game, and then you started with about $500, and we rolled that up to about $7,000, and so that's a lot of winning then. So what's your record overall with us now? I think it's 7-2 or 8-2.
Yeah, I think we're 7-2 right now going into this weekend.
Okay, perfect. So and it's not hard. You've never bet before, but it was nothing that you couldn't handle, right?
No, they're pretty easy. You walked me through the what to do. Actually, it got me set up on what to do, and then every week you're giving me the advice that I need and coaching tips and things like that make my nervousness a little bit better. So all I'm doing is just watching the games and having a good time, and made myself more interested in football, college and NFL this year.
Well, it's a lot more fun when you have a couple of bucks on the game, too. And so what would you say to people that are listening to the show that are skeptical about our winning percentage or whatever? What would you say to the people that are listening to the show?
I trust these guys, and that's what I'm doing right now. You and I have conversations every week, multiple times about what we're going to do and what our plan is, and I just feel comfortable with you. I actually consider you a friend now.
That's true, and I do you too. And also, but I also am very interested in. What do I always tell you? Don't go over your head. This is not for everybody, and I make sure that before I have you bet a game big, that it's something that is doable. I mean, nobody likes to lose. Don't get me wrong, but I wouldn't tell you to lose your mortgage money on a game, so to speak. So I'm always asking you, financial questions. In other words, to keep you out of trouble too.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. So, all right. So you would definitely recommend us to the public. So what do you do for a living out there, Lance? Anyway, I'm just curious.
I actually run a plumbing company.
Oh, there you go. Oh, the plumbers. I come from a plumbing family too. But all right. So anyway, I thank you for calling in and taking time out of your busy schedule to, call into the radio show. And we'll give you a call after the show, and we'll get you going, and we'll continue to make you money.
I appreciate that, Jerry, and good luck, Bobby, too.
Take it easy.
Thanks, Lance.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye. What do you think, Bobby? There's a guy that he came on board with us, lost the first game, and then won 7 in a row after that. So, I rolled $500 up to $7,000. That was a hard thing to do, because normally when you lose a game, I usually like them to put the same amount of money back in again. Had he come back in with had he come back in with $2,000 again, he'd have about $100,000 over there. But listen, you got to work with what you got to work with.
Yeah, I mean, that's the perfect scenario, Jerry. Perfect kind of client, fits right into the demographics of what we talk about all the time. Our average clients are probably 30 to 70. I'm going to say they're male. Let's face it, that's just the way it is, although some of our best clients have been females. Yep. But, usually they're entrepreneurs. They're making good money. I mean, we say it every week. Don't call us with the last $500 to your name.
Right.
All right? I mean, I had some guy last Saturday call me from Miami. Nice guy, but he had $56 in his checking account, and I didn't need to know that, but he told me that. And I said, listen, if that's all you have, then buy groceries, my man. Don't gamble it. I mean, this isn't like Lotto where, you could, buy $50 worth of Lotto tickets and you got 1 in 320 million chance of winning. Yeah. But I'm saying $56. Don't, call us if you have expendable money. Again, it's gambling at its rawest form, but we are very good at what we do. All right, you got a better shot at winning a football game than you do playing poker, baccarat, the one-arm bandits. It doesn't matter. We know that the sports books and the casinos are in the back of the building because the casinos don't make much money on sports betting. That's why it's not, it's not paying the bills. Yeah, that's why they're way in the back. But you know what? If we have a knack for picking winners, you heard this guy Lance from Seattle. All right, started off with a loser, came back, and now he's got $7,000. All right, so if you want to be like Lance, and listen, I have clients now that are really doing well, and they seem to mention that one loser. Listen, talk about all the winners. Yeah. All right, it's hard enough to win. Don't keep bringing up the one loser. 888-484 4626 is the number. Let's make money. I got a college double-digit favorite. Underdog that's going to win outright. You're going to get back almost 4-1 on your money. You better hurry up and call.
Yeah, and it's funny. He said, Bobby, he said that I was on the phone within 2 minutes after the game lost, and that's true. Especially if a guy is new.
We're grown men,
Especially if a guy is new. Especially if a guy
we're not going to hide from you folks. We're going to give you the game, and we're going to live up to it. When it wins, we're not popping champagne corks, and when it loses, we're not hiding, behind the phone. We know we're going to get back on the horse, and we're going to win again. That's why we're still in business, and that's why we've been in business for 15 years, and that's why we're on radio, because we win more than we lose. We do the right thing for the people, and that's why people keep calling. 888-484-4626.
And for you folks that are listening to us for the first time, this is an hour-long show about how to make money betting on sports. Similar to how your stockbroker, he advises you on what stocks to buy and sell. We tell you what games to bet on, and based on our expertise, we get paid based on our performance, whereas your stockbroker just has to move you in and out of stocks to make money. All he's got to do is buy multiple stocks. Doesn't have to make money for you. He just has to buy a lot of stocks for you. The more stocks he buys, the more he makes. We get paid based on performance. If we don't perform, you're never going to pay us again. So basically, we get paid based on performance. So, our interests are aligned, so to speak. Right, Bobby? I mean, that's the best way to put it. Our interests are the same as the clients, because the more money I make for customer A, the more customer A is going to pay me.
Yeah, exactly. And I like what Lance said also about we treat it like a business.
Yes.
I mean, if we were degenerate gamblers, we would have been out of business 20 years ago. Okay, so obviously we know how to run a business, and we know how to treat gambling. That's the biggest problem with people who gamble. They don't know how to manage their money.
That's very true.
I mean,
yes.
It's simple, okay? And you're going to take a shot with us and roll 3 games in a row. That might not be good math or good financing, but you know what? Going 3-0 is not as hard as you might think.
No.
Okay, if you love 3 games, that's the best way to go about it. Not a 3-team parlay, folks. Do the math. That's not the same thing.
No, because a 3-team parlay pays 5-1. A 3-team parlay only pays 5-1. Doing it our way pays 8-1.
Exactly. So, again, do the math. It's a lot, you're going to make a lot more money going, 1 to 2, 2 to 4, 4 to 8 than putting $1,000 on a 3-teamer. Okay. So, and we like to bet 1 game at a time. All right. Before we put out the next game, a lot of clients that come to Vegas, they have to go collect. So, logistically, we want to make sure they have enough time to collect the money and rebet it on game number 2. And let's face it, sometimes, Jerry, we don't like 2 games on a Saturday. We like 1 on a Saturday and 2 on a Sunday.
Exactly. Or we could like nothing on a Saturday and 1 game on Sunday and 1 game during the middle of the week. There's no rhyme or reason to it. It's whenever the games are good. We're not going to give you quantity. We're going to give you quality games, and that's the most important thing, is quality over quantity.
Yeah, we could give you a ton of games, folks. I mean, you want a lot of action. There's a program for you. You can go online and find it. I think it's $99. You can get a bunch of picks.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you'll be 57%. All right. You want to do better than that? $3.99. You get my specific picks, Jerry's, Tony's. Okay. And again, that's on a daily basis. Right. You want to make yourself $80,000 this weekend? 3-0 up against the season. 888-484-4626 is the number to call. 3-0 against the season. That's a lot of service we're putting up today, based on the games that we like.
That concludes our week number 2 show. But before we end the show, what I want all listeners to do is pick up the phone and give us a call and start making some money today. It's week number 5, October 6th. It's time to start making some money. Start making money today. I have 3 free winners for all callers. I got the winner of Syracuse, Pittsburgh, LSU, Florida, and Alabama, Arkansas. 3-0 just for calling. 888-484-4626 is the number. 888-484-G-Man. You're also going to get 3 winners for tomorrow. The Jaguars, Chiefs, the Dolphins, Bengals, and the Rams, Seahawks. But the main thing is pick up the phone, give us a call, start making some money today. We also have the $399 special. For $399, you're going to get a month of service, 30 days of service that breaks down to $13.30 a day. $100 better will make himself $2,000 or $3,000 at the end of the month. If you want to make 8 times your money this weekend, when you call in, use code 777. 888-484-G-MAN, code 777. Operators are standing by. You're going to get either me, Tony, or Bobby on the phone, and we're going to get you on the bankroll games. And our bankroll games are our best games. Those are the games that you want to be on. Those are the games that win almost all the time. Those are the games that you want to put the high dollars on. And I will make you 8 times your money this weekend, or I'll work the rest of the season free. So again, use code 777 for the bankroll games. You'll speak to me, Bobby, or Tony, and we'll get you on the bankroll games. And if for some reason I don't go 3-0 this weekend, I will work the rest of the season absolutely free. 888-484-G-MAN, 888-484-4626. And folks, I mean, if you want to make money betting on sports, that's the number to call. I mean, we are the best in the business at what we do, but you need to call us. It's already week number 5, and it's time to start making some money. Stop betting these games on your own. You cannot do it on your own. The public loses about 70% of the time. We win about 70% of the time. So stop losing money and give us a call. Let us start making you some money. The bankroll games, they're guaranteed, or I'm going to work the rest of the season free. Again, guaranteed, or the rest of the season is free. Nobody wants to work the rest of the season free. If you want to be like Stephanie from Cincinnati or Lance from Seattle or any one of the hundreds of customers that we have that are making good money, then you need to give us a call. You need to start making some money. Stop procrastinating. Again, the number is 888-484-G-MAN, 888-484-4626. Operators are standing by right now. And if you want to listen to this show in its entirety, you can go to the website. Go to www.jerrywins.com, www.jerrywins.com. You can listen to the show in its entirety right now on the website, www.jerrywins.com. You're listening to the Sports Advisors, folks. We'll see you next week, same time, same channel. Have a lucky weekend.